So since not all buildings are created equal, and I love to say that, not all buildings are created equal, and we ought to live by that, and we ought to work within that paradigm and allocate resources based upon risk, whether we want to sustain that asset over time, or whether that program is going to evolve. By putting those pieces together, we ultimately can take a portfolio of buildings that says this group of buildings over here, whether it's housing or whether it's academic, and say, we want to manage the risk here, we want to improve the assets there, we want to change the program here. That gives direction. This goes back to that change profile. The policy and portfolios is a way to influence institutional policy for change by giving the facility managers the actual tools and, more importantly, the direction they need to accomplish something very effectively. So, the other piece that's very useful is that since all the buildings, none of the buildings on a college campus, because they are a campus, peak at the same time. They have different functions, they have different occupancies, intensity of use, different technical complexities, So therefore, by working the coordination of systems and of investments and operation costs, you can actually get a much more efficient cost allocation structure. And so the core question is, can you find those opportunities in your day-to-day business where those opportunities for coordination exist? And if you can find them, then ask the question, how does your process have to change? And finally, what kind of policies have to be modified in order for you to accommodate that? It's an interesting way for you folks to be catalysts at each of your campuses.